Welcome to Rage You Nerds. I'm Mr. CAC, that's TJ, and we're missing Nerd Jared. Let's just assume that he was taken by the death chill. We're watching the trailer for Ghostbusters, The Frozen Empire. This is the first official trailer. We're both Ghostbuster nerds. TJ, how you feeling?
I am ready. I've been avoiding YouTube all day just to see this.
This is gonna be. I don't know if my body's ready for how much I'm ready for this. All right, here we go.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Let's get to work.
Tall, dark, and horny at 12 o'clock.
I've been waiting 40 years.
He might
for
survive
this.
this.
He might.
They called themselves Ghostbusters. According to these hacks, they saved the world. No eyewitnesses.
Is that Walter Peck?
And who is found to carry
That
the
is
torch?
Walter Peck.
Descendants of
No
Egon's
eyewitnesses.
family. You have a miner hanging out the side of a moving vehicle.
That is
That's
definitely
Walter
Walter
Peck.
Peck.
Indiscriminately.
Has a proton.
Completely safe.
Is he the mayor?
The Ghostbusters are finished. Right. Well, overruled.
Sustained.
Thank you.
You the weird guy who buys strange old things?
Correct on both counts.
Buddy, you just hit the jackpot.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Oh boy.
Better question is, what's inside of it?
Uh-oh.
So,
That's not good for...
Still haven't
evil.
gave him a name yet.
Nope. Also, the horns were something special, too.
By fear itself. Like literally scared to death? We might be looking at a second ice age.
We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Let's get to work.
Can I be of any help?
That was a different Ghostbusters vehicle.
it was.
Yeah.
Hey, Janine! Yes! We're going back!
But there's something weird.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
What do you want?
We're the Ghostbusters. Can I tell you something else? What? Buster makes me feel good.
Oh yeah.
It was the library! It was! Yes!
Heads up. Tall, dark, and horny at 12 o'clock.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, that looks like something straight out of real Ghostbusters, where they're like going through the city chasing a ghost.
Yeah. Slimer. Oh, that is definitely in the firehouse.
Yeah. I think he's loitering. We've talked about that before, both on stream, off stream.
Oh,
that I
man.
think he's loitering in
March 22nd. That is.
there. Ooh,
Oh Jesus.
that's soon.
A little
That's
less than
soon,
2
but
months.
Soon, but also too far away. All right, so TJ,
Yo.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna give our thoughts about this trailer, and then we'll give a thumbs up or thumbs down. You are first, good sir. TJ, what'd you think of this trailer?
They still haven't told us the name of the guy with the blonde hair. I am still saying that is Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, plain and simple. I believe that's going to be Oscar. If it's not Oscar, then you suck. But it's got to be Oscar. I mean, they've showed him too many times in the past 2 trailers, and they haven't given him a name or said, anything about him, about his character. And it's just very brief appearances. So it's got to be Oscar, right? I mean, it's got to be. Aside from that, I mean, every bit of this makes me want to see this movie right now. I can't wait. Slimer's back. Murray's making jokes. Love it.
Yeah. So for me, the biggest thing is so we had a discussion, especially once like the teaser came out and we started getting more things, and TJ and I did a breakdown. Maybe I'll link that somewhere. We did a breakdown of the trailer, of going through some of these points and discussing it. And one of them was when we saw the lion, it immediately drew our attention to 2 different paths. One path was how there was, a real Ghostbusters episode where hedge lions, like a hedge carved lion, came to life with Mrs. Watts' neighborhood, or Mrs. Rogers' neighborhood. But the other thing was, it was very clearly the lion in the pan view when we're going to the New York Public Library in the very first Ghostbusters, which had me question, were we gonna revisit the Gray Lady? And I felt like we were kind of up in the air about that one, and I think there was some discussion about how that would probably be like a really good either montage scene, or maybe it's something that gets knocked out in like the comics and just gets referred to, or maybe it was just a panning shot to show us a locale for those of us that remember the 1984 Ghostbusters to nerd out about. I am so excited that we're going to go back and get the Gray Lady. That is one of the most lingering things. I think when we talked about it before, TJ, you had mentioned that in the video game, it is a point of, like, they go back. We revisit the Gray Lady in the video game, and the video game for the longest time was what I always assumed would be the closest to a sequel to the Ghostbusters movie franchise. Now we're actually getting it. It seems like Jason Reitman was also like, you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's check that box off. Let's get Gray Lady. Let's get Slimer. They're both lingering. Let's do this. I think we're both excited that Slimer happens to look like he's in the firehouse. Again, playing to that feel that we were told that this is more real Ghostbusters inspired. I think seeing a non-montaged, like just an actual moment where we see the Ghostbusters chasing a ghost, I could see that, the little flying ghost fish eel thing, that maybe being part of the opening sequence. Like after we get maybe a flashback to see the Death Chill or Garrick, first manifesting at one point. Maybe then after that kind of flashback, we then cut to modern day ectos rolling through the streets of New York recklessly, and there's a ghost flying through the air, and they're trying to chase it down and bust it, and that's what gets them parked into Walter Peck's office, which I'm with you. I think he's the mayor now, which makes a lot of sense to make him a threat, is by furthering his advancement in government to make him the threat to the Ghostbusters. I also love that he said no eyewitnesses present when he himself got doused with molten Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I remember him or his stunt double because when he's getting rained down in the climactic conclusion to the first Ghostbusters. So I'm excited for this. I think, man, this trailer, it doesn't give anything away. We get to see our main villain. It looks like maybe the horns weren't necessarily either part of that, or maybe someone at some time separated the horns from the primary villain, and maybe that lessened its power. So it seemed like the horns were something it came to collect, or something that it added to itself as advancement, which kind of is funny because the way it was twisting, it reminded me of a comment you made when we saw the teaser trailer, which was, what if the horns were in reverse and it was ripping them out? Well, now it looks like it's putting them in, but like the way they were twisting, I can't feel great.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that too, and like you said, the horns, like, it's part of its power kind of thing. Kind of like what they did with Gozer in the last movie.
Yeah.
Where it's like you take away Zool or Vince Clortho, and then Gozer loses a little bit of his power, so kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I'll be interested because we are getting, it's brand new, but I do, as someone that fell in love with Ghostbusters based on the original movie, I'll be very upfront that I love that they're hitting my nostalgia button by going back to like referencing things.
Oh yeah,
and so directly. We're getting the Gray Lady's in the gosh dang trailer, TJ. The librarian ghost is right there in her most frightening form. Like that is the form that caused me to have nightmares. But I'm excited for this. March 22nd, can't get here soon enough. I guess we gotta do thumbs up. But any closing thoughts you had about the trailer?
I really hope we don't see it in the trailer, but I really hope that Venkman and Walter Peck have some opposing dialogue in this movie. Have some back and forth.
Yeah. I also can appreciate that Trevor, Finn Wolfhard's character, is becoming the one that gets slimed. I'm hoping that he gets mistreated throughout the course of his Ghostbusters experience, because I just don't like Finn Wolfhard. I'll just be honest. I'm just tired of him being the teen boy of everything. We need a new teen boy. But I'm excited to see this. You know what we didn't get a whole lot of in this trailer, which is very interesting to me?
What's that?
And maybe a worry. We didn't get as much Phoebe. Not a lot of Phoebe of it all. And we've talked about how we really appreciated Phoebe being kind of the position as that next star of the Ghostbusters, being kind of Egon's Wonderkin grandchild. But I think the thing that the risk you run having him is that Paul Rudd's gonna chew up some screen time.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to be golden every second he has.
But it also kind of makes me think if we're not getting a whole lot of a character specifically, that character is going to have a big part in the movie, and a lot of what they could put in a trailer could give things away. I.e., They haven't named that blonde dude yet.
Yeah, it's Oscar, guys. It's Oscar.
It's got to be Oscar. Like, you just show him, he doesn't have any dialogue. He's just kind of standing there in the background. And then, like this, like he touches whatever the orb thing, and then he doesn't really have any dialogue. It's got to be Oscar.
And you know what would be so fascinating, too, is if it is Oscar, then this would continue kind of the chain from the original 2 movies where Dana and her blood just seem to be drawn.
Oh, yeah.
To these entities at the first start. Him as a baby was in a stroller that got drawn to the River of Slime before he became Vigo the Carpathian's selection to be his vessel as he returned. And then in the first one, Dana Barrett is one of the chosen ones that gets to be a dog. She's a nice lady.
I hope that, even if it's just like a post-credit scene, kind of like what they did with the last movie with Dana Barrett and Venkman playing that shocking game from the first one. Like if you don't even have to see it, just you can just hear like, hey, who does your taxes or something. And just
So TJ's been big on the hoping that we get a small little burst of Rick Moranis's Louis Tully, which I think anyone that is a appreciator of Rick Moranis as an actor, comedian, and person, and the character he brought to life in Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, you'd probably want to see that. And, ideally, maybe we get him a little interaction with Slimer. That'd be nice. But that's kind of like our deep-seated, if we had like one cherry pick wish we could get, that would probably be it, right?
Right, yeah.
And maybe don't kill Peter.
Yeah, don't kill any of them. Like,
well, let him live.
Yeah.
Let him live and be old. Let him die of natural causes, not supernatural causes. But what do you? Oh wait, thumbs up, thumbs down on 3, 2, 1. So many thumbs up. So many of them up. So many. That's 4 across the board. Nerd Jared will give his reaction in another.
We'll just go ahead and tell y'all that he's going to give it 2 thumbs up as well. So that's going to be 6 thumbs up.
He may give it other potty parts up too, so just embrace that it's at least 2 thumbs.
At least 2 thumbs. There could be other things. We don't know.
Yeah, but he'll thaw out. He'll give a trailer reaction too. We hope you check that out. We hope you've enjoyed this. What are your thoughts about the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire trailer? Let us know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe, keep up with all of our nerdy content. If you are excited about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire as we are, be on the lookout. We'll probably have a lot of Ghostbusters content coming out between now and March 22nd. This has been Rage You Nerds. Keep raging. See you on the next one. Bye!